Yo, 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 it's your boy. I got a new subject for you today. Since we covered the expensive rent crisis and rental crisis that's going on, I decided we should also cover the jobless future of America. This is brought to you by Talk Rant. There's another Talk Rant video that we're going to watch after this too, of more of these TikToks. So grab your popcorn. Welcome to the show. I'm Mr. Random Internet Dude, and let's just jump right into it. This guy, I can tell you, I haven't even started the video, but this guy needs a haircut, and I know the struggle, dude. But
Realized that no one actually cared except for my parents.
Currently looking for a job and your resume is pretty good, but you're getting absolutely no feedback from Indeed. It's either nothing or rejection emails.
I slept in till 2:30. It's 3:20. I can't help but feel like a piece of shit.
Oh, wow. What a great night's sleep. 1 p.m.? Let's get the day started, baby.
Elena, there's no jobs in this damn city.
So I just left interview number 9, 10.
the waking up late videos, like, it just occurred to me that the reason those are related to this is that when you are jobless, you are kind of like on vacation mode. And I'm gonna be real with you, like, I don't see what's wrong with that. I mean, taking a little bit of a break between jobs is probably okay, but in this economy, in this state of affairs that we're kind of all going through, it makes it really difficult to just be away from a job for like even a short period of time, right? Because you need to like eat. Yeah.
Out of 250.
Like, this job market absolutely sucks.
The job market is a nightmare right now. People are struggling to find work, even with degrees and experience. Let's dive into the world of job hunting woes and see what people on TikTok have to say about this frustrating situation. And yeah, one more thing, subscribe, because my subscriber conversion is lower than inflation. So
No, I'm talking about press that subscribe button here and go to Talk Rant and hit that subscribe button there.
subscribe to beat the inflation.
Like, what the heck is going on with America right now? Like, this job market absolutely sucks. Like, I've been out of job for 3 months. Like, 3 long months. And I looked on Indeed and I have applied for 1,000+ jobs and I still can't get a job. I get denied all the time because I'm overqualified. I have 13 years of sales experience. I got declined as a server. Like, what the heck? Like, OnlyFans is looking better and better every single day, and selling feet pics looks better and better every day. Like, come on, America. I just need a job. Someone, TikTok, do your thing, please. Oh, wow.
That was something. 3 months is a long time, so anyone that's going through that, man, my heart goes out to you. I had gone through that in 2019, and I seen several of my friends go through it too. But I guess that was all more related to COVID. Actually, not 2019. It was actually more like 2020 and 2021, right? Because it was when lockdowns were happening and stuff. And also I think the layoffs started happening in 21 and then kind of gone through all the way to like 23, 24. I think it's still happening really, but it's not talked about as much now. It's almost like it's becoming normal that all these layoffs are happening. So we're here to talk about it. We're here to talk about it. Leave your comments below if you got affected by a layoff in the past 3 years. That'd be interesting to see.
What a great night's sleep. 1 p.m.? Let's get the day started, baby. Oh, gosh. Last night was crazy. I stayed up till 3 a.m. watching Netflix. I couldn't turn it off.
Oh, gosh. What can I do today?
110. I hit 110. Come on, on me, on me, on me. Am I unemployed? Well, I mean, no. I mean, I'm just in between jobs right now, but I'll find one. Man, having no responsibilities is great. I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. But it's fine. Like, I'll figure it out. I'm not worried. I'm in no rush.
Hi, so if you're one of the millions of Americans currently looking for a job and your resume is pretty good, but you're getting absolutely no feedback from Indeed, it's either nothing or rejection emails. I learned recently that because my husband is looking for a job, that they take your resume and they put it into like a score my resume type site, and they don't read it, they don't look at anything that's on your resume, they literally look at what the score is. And we found this out because my husband's been hounded by recruiters, and he found out what website that the recruiters are using. This is it, resumeworded.com. His resume right now is at a 63. It was at a 2 before he started using this stuff.
Whoa, free game. She's giving us free game right now, boys. She's giving us free game right now. Go to this site. Hold on, let's back it up. Can we get a frame here? Can we get a frame? Damn, you shook the shit out of your camera.
Resume right now is at a 63. It was
What is it called?
resumeworded.com.
Okay, resumeworded.com. Okay, we got a frame here. We got to, take a screenshot, clip this, whatever. Dude, this right here, fix your resume, find your resume at the top of the stack. Because if the problem is that your resume is so poorly worded and stuff, and like they're feeding your resume and this, oh, this guy sucks, or this person sucks, And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna do this. I'm so curious. I don't have my resume on this machine, but I'm so curious. Holy cow.
His resume right now is at a 63. It was at a 2 before he started using this stuff. I'm not saying this will get you a job. I'm saying that it might help.
When I was unemployed, I was so insecure about not having a job, but I realized that no one actually cared except for my parents. In the beginning, I kept my unemployment a secret, and I had this whole lie prepared if anyone asked me about it. And then eventually I got comfortable talking about it on here because I realized I went viral every single time I talked about it, lol. But even while I was lying to everyone else, I had told my parents right when it happened, and there was a shift in how they treated me when they found out. I think they were projecting their anxiety about the situation onto me, which obviously put some strain on the relationship, and they also would not acknowledge that TikTok, at least financially, was kind of holding me over while I was looking for a job. Sorry, it's literally so fucking buggy. Look at the surface of the water. It's just all bugs. But eventually I got more comfortable with it, and I started telling some people I was unemployed, and literally no one cared. It would be like, oh, that sucks, and that was it. But now that I'm employed again, still most people don't care. It's when you talk to them half the time, what you do for a living doesn't even come up. But with my parents, suddenly we're buddy again. And I think a lot of it is they just feel relief. They're very anxious people. But even now they'll be like,
your parents care about you, dude. Yo, for real though, I feel like people don't care anymore because everybody knows that everyone's kind of going through their own struggle, and we don't really know what that person deals with. We don't really know. Okay, sorry, I thought somebody was at my door. So we don't really know what somebody deals with internally, right? Or what they're going through. But we don't care about what they do because it's one of the least interesting things. I don't really care to ask people what they do. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm trying to make small talk, or I'm talking to a neighbor I'm meeting for the first time. What do you do? I don't want to live next to a drug dealer or a gang member. Duh. That's why I asked them. But it is one of those things where it's nobody really cares as long as you're trying to as long as you don't look broke too. I think that's another thing, which is some other deeper rooted issue in society where it's everyone's just trying so hard not to be broke that they just consume a bunch of debt. And then on top of that, you don't have a job. And you can't even afford the rent. Jesus.
oh, now you have a job and you can make money from TikTok. That's amazing. What a great side hustle. And it's I think the reason behind all of that is just because they care a lot. But I wish they could have gotten out of the traditional mindset where your job is the most important thing of your life, your entire life. Because of course it's important, but it's about balance, And not having a job doesn't change your identity. You know what I mean?
Welcome to White Castle. To begin ordering, agree to the terms by saying, okay, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's get started. What can I get you?
2 White Castles with everything sauce on it.
Jeez, this is White Castle? Oh my god, dude. This is at Checkers too, yo. Honestly, it's so annoying. It is so annoying. Hey, thanks for pulling up a Culver's. Would you like to try our double curder burger? No, I didn't. No, I don't. I don't want to try your double curder burger. And let me get an employee, because I'm going to say my fucking order like 3 times to you, and you're still going to get it wrong. And then the guy in the back is going to fuck it up. And I'm tired of paying for fucked up orders, man. I don't care if it's just $13. I don't care if it's just $10. It's fucking $10, dude. If anything, in this economy, we should all be worried about shit like that. $10, $13 and my order's fucked up? Nah, dude. I'm sorry, dude. But that, you know what's gonna lead? This is gonna lead to the fucking Tesla bot in the fucking kitchen cooking your order. That's what this is gonna go. And it's gonna get here quick as fuck. It's gonna get here before anyone can imagine it. Because you know what? It's like overnight.
I updated your order. Would you like anything else?
That's it.
Want that on a French fry?
No.
I can feel her frustration, dude, and I'm like right there with her. It's like I'm talking to a fucking, like I'm being forced to talk to like a spam call bot that just calls me like a spam call bot. We're calling you about your extended car warranty. Oh my god, dude. And like this is like, now you want to add an extra fry? Would you like to try a double curder burger?
Thanks. Your order number is 18. Please pull forward to satisfy your craving.
I slept in till
But that's wild that that shit said that. What'd you just say to me, Alexa?
2:30. It's 3:20. I can't help but feel like a piece of shit. Because I'm still unemployed. I still don't have a job. I'm still not making any money. Surprise! What? But you have 14,000 followers now. Girl, it don't work like that. Let's be so fucking for real.
Followers do not equate to dollars. I'm gonna say that again. Followers do not equate to dollars. Please subscribe and like this video. The more views I get on this video, the more financial gain I have. And I mean, you know, it's great that we have these kind of tools and stuff to promote our own businesses, but not everybody wants to be their own business owner. You know, some people do just want to have a job and some stability from that job. They just want a simple life. People don't want to be thinking about a million things what it's like to operate a business. You know, not everyone's built like that. Not everybody has the same abilities. So, yeah. And I gotta say this too to the young lady here, you know. This is a symptom of being tired of looking for a job. Like, you gotta realize, like, looking for a job nowadays, like, at least currently in our current job market, it's literally a job within itself because you're applying to dozens and dozens of places, going and getting interviews, talking to tons of people. You're doing tasks. You're doing a lot of monotonous, laborious tasks. And you know what? Maybe we all should just get a chat GPT AI to do it for us, right? I don't know. But it, people aren't there yet. People are not there yet, you know? That gave me an idea for my portfolio. Let's let the video go.
There's a man soliciting in the parking lot, and that's pissing me off. I don't know. I just feel I don't know what is missing in my life. I don't know what is missing in my life. Is it love? Is it true love's first kiss? Because I have everything I need. I have food in my pantry. I have food in the fridge. I have a home. I have my kids. This man's about to piss me off. I'm crying in my car right now. I don't know. I don't fucking...
Yo, somebody give her a hug. I can totally feel that sentiment, you know what I mean? You're crying in your car and somebody's like walking around you like, oh shit, you crying in your car? Oh.
No, just pray for me. Pray for me, send me some well wishes because I'm going through it, okay?
Well wishes sent, fam.
Thanks.
I just spent the last hour looking up health insurance plans, and I literally have to go to sleep to reset my brain. It just re-stressed me out. Am I surprised living in America? Absolutely not. This is just the first time I've inquired out employment. First of all, the Cobra plan or whatever the company offers if you want to stay covered after separation is absolutely insane. Individual.
Yo, 100%. I feel that way too, and I straight up just didn't even do it and who else? Leave your comments in below if you didn't do the Cobra program because it was like outrageous and it didn't make any sense to you to pay this money out of pocket, like financially, like you know what I mean? This is nuts. Look at that, dude. 634, 806. Yo, dude. Hold on, dude. This is a good video. This is a good video so far. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to record the vertical.
900 and that's a month. I'm sorry, I'm unemployed. How can I afford that? One inquiry online. Now my phone is being blown up every 2 seconds from telemarketers. And after taking a call from someone from my current healthcare plan, the cheapest quote is $486 a month. Like, between that, not being able to have any interviews or any jobs, especially with this lawsuit, I just need to take a nap and reset. America is too much for me right now.
Yo, dude. I feel you, bro.
I'm sick of being unemployed. I am sick of being unemployed. There's like days that like, it just hits you. I'm like talking to my boyfriend and this recruiter called me, right? First of all, super unprofessional. Like,
yo, this is so like it's such a hard time right now, bro. It is such a hard time. So I see people going unemployed and not able to go and find a job afterwards, and it's so hard to watch. Um, so my heart goes out to you guys. Like for real, like if you're still on the job hunt, keep it up. It's gonna pay off. You're gonna find the gig. But if now's your chance to start what you've been wanting to start for years and work on that, maybe it's time to turn a new leaf.
we were supposed to have a call 2 days ago. He is like, okay, I'm gonna call you at this time. Never called me, so I reach out to him. I was like, hey, is everything okay? And he's like, sorry, stomach bug, like whatever, right? At 10 p.m., mind you. It doesn't look like a scam company, by the way. Like, my judgment is very, like, good, I think. And he calls me, or he emails me at, like, 10 p.m. Be like, sorry, I'm gonna reschedule. I had to reschedule. Call you tomorrow at 2. Next day comes, doesn't fucking come, doesn't call me, and I'm like, what the fuck, this is so unprofessional, whatever. But like, I'm not gonna let that ruin my day, so I go about my day, whatever. I'm just like, you know what, it's not meant for me, like there's no need to get stressed about it. He calls me today randomly without addressing. First of all, he just hops on the call, doesn't tell me that he's calling me. Like, thank God I wasn't doing anything. But
This is how it happens. This is how it happens. So it's always the impromptu meeting. It's they pull up on you and they just say, "Hey man, I need to talk to you." And you get on the call, and it gets real cold on the call. It just gets they look at you with their soulless eyes. I'm sorry, but you're being let go. You know what's funny? Uh, I take it back. Everybody's human. I know the guy that's on the other side of doing that is like, they're feeling it hurt because it's like they're not expecting to have to do this, and some other like some squirmy little like prick that's all the way up on the top of the ladder is actually in charge of this, is the reason this is happening. And like, they just put, the messenger, and the messenger is just there like basically saying like, hey, I'm sorry, but you don't deserve to eat. It's so it is so like, it's gut wrenching. Sorry, I'm passionate about it. I feel like this is a hard thing to talk about. Um, but it's important that we talk about it, because if we don't talk about it, then how are we ever going to address it as a problem?
we hop on the call, and he doesn't say, hey, I'm so sorry, like, I've been, like, letting you hang the past 2 days. Nothing. He's just like, okay, this is just gonna be a straight up call, like, just ignores the whole process. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, so that's not stressing me out. That's just unprofessional. And I'm the one being recruited and vetted, right? So I don't have, like, I mean, yes, I could judge him, but like, I'm not in the position to be judging people, because I'm looking for a job desperately. Oh, why did I do that? And I'm like talking to my boyfriend right now how like I'm stressed I am, and it's just like, it doesn't completely align with me, but I'm so desperate that I'm gonna take the job, or the opportunity to be interviewed. And he's just like, oh, this is nothing against my boyfriend, right away. It just hits you. But like, my boyfriend is just like, oh, well, that really won't work for your schedule, because I'm really looking for something that's hybrid, right? And I'm just like, yeah, but what do you want me to do? I've applied to so many hybrid places, but they haven't called me back. They haven't emailed me back. So like, am I just not supposed to like take this opportunity possibly and just like wait for a hybrid place to just call me back? Anyways, yeah, I've been unemployed for way too long now. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm really lucky that my boyfriend can support me and like we're fine, but like, it's really not fun. And for the people who are just like, I don't know, guys, I don't know.
Next month will be officially 1 year since I have been unemployed and got laid off from my agency job. I've networked with barely anybody responding back to me. I've interviewed, got to multiple last rounds. Always got the same feedback that they went with somebody with more experience, but I was a great candidate. I've applied to over 1,000 jobs.
Yo, yo, all this in the middle of getting rid of DEI. Oh, what? What? I'm not saying DEI is like the best way of hiring. Actually, I think it's very discriminatory, and the practice of it is meant for it to not be. But by nature, the law itself kind of makes you have to be. So it's like the law was just poorly written. Um, it should have just said all inclusive, as in everybody can get a job that's qualified for the job, or right, or maybe even unqualified. Like maybe there should be mandatory training laws, um, and maybe that will make a worse job market. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Like, I'm just like, how do you fix this problem? I feel like the only real solution is that you make a booming economy that creates more jobs. But it's like if AI is coming in annihilating a bunch of jobs, then where do all these other people go? And it's like coal miners or something. It's like when they got rid of all these coal miner jobs, it's like, okay, we can't coal mine anymore because it pollutes too much. So we now, where do all these coal miners go? Do they just go become electricians now? Like it's weird because it's like every market has a saturation point, and at some point there's gonna be like there's no point to like even being in a market because it will be so saturated that it's not gonna give you a like livable wage or a decent enough wage. This is a collapse. This is collapse. This is like a collapse, dude. Economic collapse. We're seeing it happen.
I've applied to even low paying jobs. I've applied to internships. I don't know what else to do. I ask questions at the end of the interview. I get to know them. Like, I don't know what else they want from me.
My name's Marlene, or more commonly known as the unemployed grad, and these are my statistics for the job market because I just got a job offer and I wanted to let everybody know what it's actually like out there. Thank you. So I've been searching for jobs for 6 months total, even though I've only been employed for 4 months. So this is all the data from the last 6 months of job hunting. 2 of those months were spent at university and they were quite light months, so I didn't really apply to much, but let's get into it. The first statistic I want to bring up is that I have 1 degree. This is an undergraduate degree in politics and sociology. More specifically, the course name was Human, Social and Political Science. And no, I don't want to be the Prime Minister. Yet. I also speak 3 languages, and this is supposed to give you a leg up in the job market, so to speak, but I haven't found that has been the case. I speak English to a native level and French and Spanish to an advanced fluent state. Start with LinkedIn. This is probably what everybody else is using to find their jobs, and this is what I primarily use. I've labelled it the unemployed girl's best friend, but honestly, I think it's caused me more pain than it was worth because I applied to a grand total of 39 jobs on LinkedIn. This includes like those quick apply things, which I think are an absolute scam, a bunch of like actual real applications, which I got from finding out about the job post from LinkedIn. I'm sure that some people do find their jobs on LinkedIn. I just don't happen to be one of them, mostly because 2 of the jobs that I applied for on LinkedIn were pyramid schemes. MLM.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, you got to know what you're applying to. I mean, just figure it out, you know. Also, this is probably different for every job, right? So, uh, 39 jobs also doesn't feel like a lot. Like when I was on my job hunt, dude, I applied to hundreds of jobs, dozens of interviews, dude, dozens of interviews. Interviewing like I would have 2 interviews, 3 interviews in a day. I was interviewing like I was Donald Trump. I was interviewing.
Just a scam. I don't know what to tell you. I think that LinkedIn's a really good way to hide as a legitimate business. From experience, you need to make sure that every single company that you're applying to is on Companies House before you apply to them, because otherwise you're just wasting your time. The one thing I will say though about pyramid schemes and MLMs or whatever the hell these 2 were is that they have a very high interview rate. So if you want to get some practice in.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Something else I wanted to say that she said felt like a scam is the quick apply thing. I don't think that it's a scam. Though I don't know and I have no evidence behind this, but I assume that your resume gets put into some system that recruiters eventually get access to or have access to. And I don't know what that looks like on the other side of LinkedIn. Maybe we'll look it up and do that for another video. But essentially, it's got to be a way that like somebody's going through those. You know what I'm saying? It's not getting thrown in the trash can, right? I think not, but maybe these days now they are. They're just throwing it away, you know?
Interviewing, maybe just sign up for a few pyramid schemes and you'll get some practice in. So, your network is your net worth. I would like to challenge that and say, no, it's bloody not, because I applied to 7 jobs, which came from my network, and I got 2 interviews to be fair, but both of them were a dud. I didn't get.
That is very true. Very true. I think it's very important to network because the network itself, think of it as like, you know, like it's branches on branches, right? Branches on branches. Where am I going with this? Okay, I'm gonna continue with that. So kind of think of it as a tree, right? So you're this leaf on this tree branch, and like your buddy that's on the same network is like another leaf on the same branch, and then you guys are talking to each other and you're networking. You know what I'm saying? Like you're networking. But what you don't realize is that you're a part of a larger thing, and that there's another branch that is on the same tree that connects to your branch. And that other branch may have the job opportunity that you're looking for. I don't know how LinkedIn works. It'd be interesting to do a video on that. But I have a sense of like, you know, it has to be a way of like feeding people that are in the market for a job to people that are looking to hire people in that job market. And um, I don't know, maybe there's a disconnect. LinkedIn has become a meme in the last few years. And that's really the hardest part about this is that like the meme of LinkedIn, you know what I mean? The meme of LinkedIn is that like we're all here to try to get a job, and like it's constantly complaining and bitching and moaning about our jobs. In some degree, it's always that way. And the degree of like it can go from as little as like I really hate this coding style because this coding style bracket uh, basically confuses anybody who reads it. Whatever, right? That kind of that kind of nonsense to the degree of like, you know, I've been doing this job and for so years, and I have not been recognized one bit for this effort. Like their sense of entitlement there or something, you know what I'm saying? Um, or like the recruiter trying to stand out amongst his own network, being like, hybrid jobs are not remote jobs. Stop saying that they're remote jobs. There's always that guy too. And it's like it's this is I'm able to describe what LinkedIn is. And that of itself should say enough. Like that description of LinkedIn, it's MySpace for jobs. Like all I need is to go to my profile and have a media player that just starts popping 50 Cent, bro. Find me in the club, baby, what up?
Any
Whatever.
offers. Is my network really helpful at this point? I'm not sure yet. Yet to be decided. However, those two interviews were very, very helpful, and again, your network is probably going to give you more of the benefit of the doubt just because they know you, even if you're not a perfect fit for the role.
Yeah, that's
Moving
right.
swiftly on.
So it's a referral thing. Like, it's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. This is their resume? Interesting. Okay, you know this person? All right, we'll keep that in mind. You want to get it? We'll get an interview. They interview you. Hi, Charlotte. Nice to meet you. We know that you know Andy. How do you know Andy? Oh, you worked on the same team together? Interesting. Interesting. Okay, cool. Well, we'll give you a call. Then they go back behind the counter and they just be like, we need to get rid of Andy.
The next category is other. These are all collated from a bunch of different job sites that I'd signed up to. So Indeed, Joiners, Reed, Bright Network, obviously. And these are all really helpful to see what's out there. And these other sites were really, really good figuring out what's out there. We applied to 26 of these. I ended up getting 4 interviews out of these job sites. 4 out of 26. I can't do maths. That's what? 2 out of 30. I don't know.
I think that's normal, dude. When I applied to 100 jobs, I was getting a lot of interviews, but the reason I was getting a lot of interviews is because I was applying to hundreds of jobs. And I didn't really do the average, but it was like, I think, I wasn't getting like tons of interviews like back. It's like you gotta be when you're on the hunt, you're on the hunt, dude. When you're really looking for it, you're really looking for it. And I paid for that LinkedIn Premium. Shout out to you if you paid for that LinkedIn Premium. Leave your like this video and comment below that you paid for that LinkedIn Premium because you're trying to get a job out here, bro. Trying to get a job out here. So I'm gonna spend my last $30.
Moving on. So I did a lot of cold calling. I went around and I tried to find lots of agencies in my area or companies in my area who I might want to work for, and I did this all via email. So I made sure that I was writing a really persuasive email about me, basically selling myself on an email, seeing whether they had any vacancies. And this didn't really amount to anything. I just got ghosted by every single one, bar like 2 who replied to me and said, no, we don't have vacancies. Whether that was useful or not, I don't know. Maybe it built my confidence a little bit in cold calling and reaching out and just putting myself out there, but wasn't necessarily lucrative. Now we get to the good stuff. This is when I turned my search to charities, and this is when I kind of like aligned more with what I actually want to be doing. I applied to a grand total of 13 jobs on Charity Job, and this isn't very much, but when I tell you the application process for charity jobs is much more thorough, like it's less copy and paste than other jobs. I did far fewer of these applications, but they were far more in depth. And this resulted in 3 interviews, which is actually quite good for statistics and what we've got. And of course, this resulted in 1 offer for a job, which I will be starting in January.
Yo, that's what's up. So, I hope this brings a little bit of like ease. Like if you're applying to too little of jobs, then you need to be applying to more jobs if you're not getting interviews. And if you're not getting interviews, that's a problem that you need to solve like right away. And you got to figure out what that is. And if it has to do with your resume, like we saw before in that previous TikTok, you got to put your resume through one of these websites and get it scored and understand what you need to fix on your resume. You know, I feel like there is a job out there for everyone, but I also fear that like those jobs are disappearing and the economy is in such a bad state that companies are just not hiring because they're fearful of the economy getting worse, which it very much can. It can definitely be worse.
And this is super exciting. And now to the summary page. I've created a lovely little pie chart. I don't really know what this means, but as you can see, LinkedIn took up the majority of my applications, but I definitely don't think the majority of these applications were of quality. And the companies that I was applying to weren't of quality either. Half of them I think were scams. I definitely got ghosted by the majority. And then the interview stats. Only got interviewed for 10.3% of the jobs that I applied for. Now, I don't know if this is a normal statistic. I don't know what the average is, but I just thought this would be interesting to share and to add at the end of this presentation because, I don't know, it's good to know, I guess. So yes, the total was 97 jobs applied to, and of course, 1 offer. Make of that what you will. I hope this hasn't discouraged anyone any further. All I know is, more you output,
Well, she's gonna say it.
the more of a chance you're gonna get at finding something.
The more you output, the more of a chance you're gonna get to finding something. That's right. She applied to 97 jobs. Right? That's what she said. Yeah, 97 jobs total, and she got 1 offer. That's almost 1 of 100. That's actually pretty crazy, dude.
All I know is, more you output, the more of a chance you're going to get at finding something. So good luck. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm really stressed today. I just went to the grocery store, bought 10 items, and it was $80 freaking already.
Yo, dude, this is a whole nother video. Why the hell? What is going on at the grocery store, dude? What is going on, bro? You get 10, bro. Don't even look at the fancy cheese. Bro.
I literally have $10 left on my account. The fuck? So a little backstory. I got laid off from my job a month ago. And I've been applying for jobs months before I got laid off. sent out hundreds of resumes already. Applied to hundreds of jobs on the internet, remote and on-site. Tailored my resume to every position that I applied using ChatGPT. Went to only a few interviews. And still nothing. Hey, what?
I have a conspiracy about the ChatGPT thing. Like, if you use ChatGPT too much on your resume, that you're no longer going to get a job because they're feeding your resume into ChatGPT and it's discrediting its own work. Like, this AI is a little bit. Hold on, guys. Like, hold on. Everybody's using this. We're making it too smart here. This stuff is too smart, too soon, too fast. Elon Musk was talking about it for a while, dude, and we didn't listen. Here we are. What if this AI here is being used against you right now?
What the fuck is going on with America right now? Like, it's so freaking hard to live here. Like, I'm gonna stay positive. I'm gonna keep applying for jobs. I'm gonna keep showing up. But man, my bills are not going to wait.
It was laid off in December from my logistics job, and I haven't had any anxiety about not having a job until I hung out with my parents yesterday. Like, my dad was suggesting that I get into insurance, and my mom was like, "You should be a personal chef. You should do this. You should do that." It's like, right now, I'm not even in the right mental space to do anything. Like, the only thing I really have the urge to do is just like be creative. And I'm gonna take this time that I have to do that. And I know that I probably should start looking for something soon, maybe. But even I don't have it in me to do that right now. Really don't. So I say all that to say this, like, if you are unemployed, don't hang out with your parents.
Yo, the toxic parent culture, yo, it's real. It's real. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry, Mom. It happened to me too. I feel like, our parents just care about us, and they also project their own anxieties on us too when we tell them we're unemployed or we're like in between a job or something. They just get worried, they just know, they don't know what's going on. And like, yeah, man, it's a struggle. Oh, I hear my cat. Hold on, I hear my cat.
No.
Yo.
They gonna be in your business. They gonna stress you out. No, I'm just kidding.
Elena, there's no jobs in this damn city. I just applied for, I've been applying for jobs and I have a little side job, but I just applied for housekeeping and stuff like that because that's something I've always done and stuff. I applied so much. I applied to over 100 job applications. Not one have gotten back to me. I've even walked, because I don't have a car now, I even walked back days later to the location, like, "Hey, how's the application?" And they're like, "Well, you have to expect a call. If you don't get a call, then that means, like, like, what the fuck am I, like, y'all talking about there's all these jobs and shit."
I'm sorry, that was funny, dude. Like, can I watch that again? I'm gonna watch that again. If you don't get a call, then
To over 100 job applications, not one have gotten back to me. I've even walked, because I don't have a car now, I even walked back days later to the location, like, "Hey, how's the application?" And they're like, "Well, you have to expect a call. If you don't get a call, then that means, like,
It was still funny the second time. It was still funny. If you don't get a call, then that means. Okay, I'm laughing at her impression of like whoever that was fucking great. Yo, but honestly, it's a real struggle. Like you're going back, like I think that it is kind of like one of those things that like if I didn't get a call back, bro, I ain't walking back to the place. That's just a waste of my time. Walking takes time, so value your time, guys. Value your time. Like if no one's calling you back, why are you putting your time to work in a place that doesn't call you back? You know what I mean? They didn't even look at your resume. That's what that means. They hired somebody before they even looked at your resume, maybe. Sometimes that's what's going on, right? So, and everybody's in this job market all at the same time. Everything's saturated. Every resume pile is a pile, So,
Like, what the fuck am I, like, y'all talking about there's all these jobs and shit. What jobs are y'all talking about? This is why I feel like Donald Trump and Kamala Harris lost. Because they were lying about all the jobs and shit. Then they was lying about the hurricane and talking about some people's getting all this types of help. They're like, but we're sending other money to other countries? What the fuck? Y'all have lost your mind.
Thank you. The Democrats are fucking crazy, bro. And I'm like, something's gotta give, dude. Everyone's feeling it now. Everyone's feeling it. Everyone's feeling it. I'm glad that shit came to light.
So I feel like this is why Donald Trump won, because y'all are just, even though this was the election between the White House, I feel like, and not we the people, I feel like if Kamala Harris and Biden had their shit more together, like they treated us like shit during this pandemic, like shit during this inflation, and nothing is being done about it. So the fact that they sat here and lied to us about all these damn jobs that people ain't hiring for, and I know y'all been seeing on TikTok, I'm not the only one to talk about this, but there's no fucking jobs. So I don't fucking know what to do. Then, like, I don't have family I can just go to, but hey, can I stay here? It's just me. So I don't know what the fuck they want people to do. Hopefully, I guess Donald Trump winning is like, he said Texas, like, hopefully he hopes other people get rich, if that's the goal. Like, cause it's like, what Kamala and Biden was doing, that was not cool. Like saying everyone's cool during the Hurricane Helen, that is not cool at all. So I hope somebody, I don't know, I hope just America gets the hope we need, because this does not make sense. Like I said, this is not an election between we the people. It's an election between the White House and, because there's too much sleeping human beings consciously. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. It's just like, where's the jobs? There's no fucking jobs. I've been walking around everywhere I fucking go. No one's again, it's back to me. Y'all, this is why you have to take faith into your own hands and just like God. God will create an opportunity for you. Because I'm like, this is fucking crazy.
Well, that was a sobering look at the job market. Don't give up on your job search. But remember, it's important to have a backup plan. Consider
that AI shit was chilling. And that's at every freaking fast food place. That's crazy, dude. Alright, so we can do more TikTok rants. Hold on a sec. My cat is like being a big baby right now, so I'm just gonna let you guys indulge in that a little bit.
Okay, is it just me or the job market is just shitty?
Can someone tell me why the fuck it is so hard to find a job?
I've been applying to like minimum 20 jobs a day, and I've not heard back.
Gen Z is not good in the workplace and how they're getting fired at alarming rates and how people are trying to hire baby boomers over Gen Zs.
If you live anywhere in the United States, you know that we're in a silent recession.
Waking up every single morning and doing the same thing over and over and over again.
It's bad. It's not a coincidence you put in 150 applications and you ain't get that call back. It's bad. It's really bad.
I'm gonna tell you right now, people can't find no work. They can't find no
a job because they're giving all the jobs to people that they already built relationships with.
The job market is absolutely cooked right now. People are struggling to find work, even with degrees and experience. Let's dive into the world of job hunting woes and see what the internet has to say about this frustrating situation.
If you live anywhere in the United States, you know that we're in a silent recession. Our economy is really not doing as well as it seems, and the job market is fucking cooked. Let me tell you some inside information that I found out yesterday from personal experience. So my college was holding a job fair, right? And it was about 30 to 35 different employers from different companies, some pretty well-named companies, I'm not going to name them, but that came. And I talked to every single one of the employers. And roughly 60 to 70% of them said that they weren't hiring right now. They were just trying to network and get your first point of contact in, but they had no roles available at this time. What the fuck? So you're telling me that companies are paying money to send recruiters out to job fairs to not hire anyone? I don't know if job fairs have always been this way, but something is not adding up.
Can someone tell me why the fuck it is so hard to find a job? Like, all these places will say, oh my god, you are the perfect candidate. You are so good. You'd be a great fit for us. Okay, where's my call back? What the fuck is my call back? Like, it's so stupid. And then they don't pay you worth a damn. Like, you're having me do all of these tasks and pay me $14 an hour? $14 an hour?
And here's how a job works nowadays. Either you get paid absolutely fucking nothing, or you lose your mental health and you start spiraling and you start having manic episodes daily. Or both. Or both. And it's just fucking ridiculous. Like, why can't I just be like an influencer or do remote work? I've been trying to also look into remote work, and it's like, I can't find anything, and I don't even have a laptop, so I can't, and I'm too broke to get a laptop!
Is there anyone that's been struggling to find a job?
Whoa, she had a mental breakdown. That was harsh. Oh, that was hard to watch. This is why I love you, kitty cat. Yo, oh, yeah, I love you. Yes, I love you, baby. Yo, man, it is something else, bro. What is going on, man? Yo, the economy is so bad right now, bro. But she has every right to be mad about that kind of shit because, yeah, 14 an hour for what? And trying to get a remote job is like trying to get a remote job is hard, dude. It's hard. And it's only specific jobs, dude.
Job within this job market. I know that it's rough and it's bad right now. It's like a genuine concern. I've been applying to like minimum 20 jobs a day and I've not heard back. I've had one callback. I've actually had one interview, which I've been surprised about. And granted, I feel like now is like when people will start replying because it was just the holidays, but like rent's being increased, groceries are going up, gas is up, like just give me a fucking job. That's the thing. I am someone who actually enjoys to work.
I'm gonna tell you right now, people can't find no work. They can't find no job because they're giving all the jobs to people that they already built relationships with. Majority of hiring managers are hiring people that they either one, know, two, have built a relationship with, three, somebody has sent a referral on their behalf that they trust, or they've made some type of connection. A lot of these applications that are being picked over the ones that are not being picked is primarily one, because your application and resume, it looks poor probably, or two, because they already had a candidate in mind when they posted the job application or the job opening, but legally they have to post the opening anyway. So they already gonna pick who they gonna pick. You see what I'm saying? Why does this matter to you? Well, it will behoove you to start going out to build relationships with people who are aligned with the position that you want, especially for you people who want like a top level position. Go find out who's in charge. Go build a connection.
Because connections will get you in doors that your experience can't. You know the saying, it's not about how much you know or what you know, it's more about who you know. Yeah, that's still true. In 2024, that's more truer than it's ever been in life. Go build a relationship.
This Gen Xer submitted 1,000 resumes to different jobs and has no luck, even though they've had six-figure roles. And the reality is, there's no guarantee of anything. And it's extremely competitive out there because you have so many layoffs of so many top companies that you're competing against people who are probably more qualified or have connections to the hiring manager that you don't. So even though you feel entitled to another six-figure job, that doesn't mean you're just going to get that. You might actually have to take a step back in order to take two steps forward in the future. It's the nature of today's job market, and you have to be thoughtful, patient, and continue to work hard. 1,000 applications.
Yo, and be grateful if you have a job right now. That's what needs to be said. And don't go be looking for a job until you need to go be looking for a job. And you know when it's time to go look for a job. You know when it's time to go look for a job. You know what I'm saying? But just this video before this, we were watching how fucking many people were struggling to get jobs. And here we are. Video number 2, going over the same ordeal. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what's up with the little dude in the corner that's just like a GIF. I don't know what Talk Rant was going with that. But, yo, Talk Rant, I'm going to tag you in this. I'm going to tell you something, man. You're a genius. You didn't even have to put a person in there. But you're automating it too much.
Try 5,000 applications.
No, you're not. You're doing just fine. You got a working, fucking awesome YouTube channel.
Because all it takes is one.
Let's talk about the current job market. The job market in 2024, yo, is so bad to the point, bro, you gotta jump through so many hoops just to get an interview, bro. I had lost my job like a couple weeks ago, so like I was just applying to any job that would freaking give me an interview, that would even say anything to me. In my field, not in my field. I was just like, bro, like I just need a job. This one company writes back and they schedule an interview with me on Zoom at like 10 o'clock, like on a Tuesday. So I put that stuff on, I'm looking presentable. I'm on Zoom at like 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm just waiting. Nobody showed up. Fast forward to like 4 o'clock, the same day in the afternoon, I get a freaking call and it's the guy from the company. He's like, bro, you weren't on Zoom. We didn't see you. I was like, I didn't see y'all either. So he sends me another link to another Zoom meeting. So I tap the link. I get on there. It's literally a scam. All the job wants me to do is literally just pick up the phone and call people all day. Basically customer service. But no base pay. It's like sale oriented. You gotta sell some BS over the phone. And like, once I figured out like what it was, I left the Zoom meeting. At this point, I'm like 100 applications deep into this journey of trying to find a new job. I'm talking to all my people around me, like I'm using my resources because you know you are as good as all your resources that you have around you. And I was able to find a new job. I currently have a new job now, but I didn't get it the traditional way. I got it off somebody that I knew. And that's why I say, you know, you're as good as your resources. Because if I didn't have that person, if I didn't have that friend, I'd probably still be over here searching for a job, getting stressed out, overwhelmed. If you're a person that's watching this video right now, struggling, getting frustrated because you can't get a job and they're playing with you, I want you to know something. Don't beat yourself up about it. God has a plan for you, and God is going to prevail for you. He's going to provide. In the Bible, it says, don't worry about tomorrow, for today has enough trouble of his own.
Amen. That was beautiful. I don't gotta say nothing else. That was beautiful, man.
The job market right now is actually so fucking unhinged. I'm so pissed off right now. Let me tell you why. A few weeks ago, I had a lawyer reach out to me on LinkedIn, and because my LinkedIn has me open to work, that's probably how he found me. Okay, but this street is really cute, I'll give it that. Anyway, I come out to the ass of Queens, where I am right now, And he's literally like, oh yeah, meeting for 4 p.m. Bring your resume. We had previously had a Zoom. I like made sure and confirmed that they were legit. I mean, and they are legit. They're just really disorganized. They were just kind of looking for like a freelance publicist, you know, someone to like send out releases and like just do outreach. And so that's what I was like interviewing to do, freelance. Well, as I walk in to the office, the man that I'm supposed to be interviewing with is literally leaving. No one knows what the fuck is going on. The front desk associate was also super confused. And now I am literally headed home from Queens.
This job market is absolutely insane right now. I just went to a developers conference to try to network and get my name out there. There is a sport company there that I've wanted to get into for the longest time. Talked to the HR person, they just so happen to have a product manager position probably being added this week. I was like, dude, sports runs my entire life. He said, well, this position is specifically looking for club volleyball. I said, perfect. I play competitive basketball. I know how these things work. I know how parents work. I know how the different clubs work. I know how different youth sports interact with one another. I know this industry. He's like, well, you don't have specific club volleyball experience. I'm like, dude, sports, I know everything inside and out of sports. I asked if I could talk to the hiring manager. He didn't feel comfortable sharing my contact information with the hiring manager because she was too busy and that I didn't have specific club volleyball experience.
You're white. That's what he didn't want to say, and he couldn't say it because it's illegal. But you're white, and that's why we're getting rid of DEI too, because it's like you're perfectly qualified for this job, but we gotta go and hire Jose to do this job. And Jose's never played volleyball in his life, or any sport besides soccer. Orale. Look, I'm actually Hispanic, and actually, my name is Joseph, right? It's Joey. You can call me Joey. Mr. Random Internet Dude. Whatever. So, the whole thing here is, um, we're having a bad economy, and they're going to be picky about who they hire. And if there's a front man, the front man is going to be picky about who they hire. And even if you're qualified, he's probably got somebody else that he's already interviewed that he's thinking he's going to give this job to. But you're probably the person that needs this job. You're probably the person that should have this job. That DEI shit, you know what I'm saying? That DEI shit. Shave the mustache and beard, dude.
Like, what are we doing anymore? Like, seriously.
Genuinely so pissed right now at this stupid job market that's been trash for the past 2 to 3 years. I've been trying to find a job for the last year nonstop. I've probably applied to over 300 jobs at this point, jobs that are not even in my field anymore because I've applied to every possible job that's ever popped up. I've been on Indeed, ZipRecruiter, LinkedIn, everywhere, every single day, 5 times a day, applying to jobs. Tell me why half of these jobs don't even make any sense, right? I just graduated with a bachelor's degree in IT, so I'm trying to find any job in the tech industry, right? Anything. Half of these jobs don't even make any sense. The description is just not making any sense. Like, I don't even know what I'm applying for at this point. Second of all, why does the thing say entry level and on the bottom it says 3 to 5 years of experience? Entry level means somebody who's applying.
I totally agree with this, and we all know it by now. Don't even look at the experience years, like 3 to 5 years experience. Like, if it says that, apply to the job anyway. Free game here. That doesn't matter. Nope, doesn't matter at all. When I first started my job, my career, I should say, when I first started my career in coding, my first job was a gig at Verizon, and I hated the gig. Unfortunately, it turned out to be a disaster there. But it was my foot in the door to the rest of my career. And I got to admit that if that didn't happen, I don't know where I would be at right now. But the resume didn't reflect 3 to 4 years. It had like a couple projects on it that I had made, and the job said 3 to 4 years, but I just applied, and I literally answered like 2 questions. I answered like I remember like I think the first question was like, what are like the 4 pillars of object-oriented programming? Let's see if I still remember this. It's inheritance, abstraction, polymorphism. Oh, what's the fourth one? Uh, Comment below if you know the fourth one. I'm not going to think about it right now. What is it? Inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction? Dude, what's the last one? I don't remember. I don't remember right now. I gotta go back to school. Panic. I'm in panic now. And the second question was like, what is inheritance? And inheritance is literally like you're just able to bring objects from a parent class, right? Like you're able to use functions and objects of a parent class. Whatever variables that exist in that parent class, it's available to you as the child class. Yeah, which is sick. That's inheritance.
Just graduated college, they have no experience, and they need you to train them. That's what entry level means. Whoever has 3 to 5 years of experience is not entry level, and they should not be getting paid $40,000. Please let me know. I don't know what is going on. I don't know if it's because COVID messed things up. I don't know if it's the president. I don't know if it's whatever it is. I'm sure I'm not the only one, because I've seen so many people struggle about this and talk about this, and so many people can simply not survive. I am lucky that I have a family where I can still live at home. I'm not forced to work. But if I was right now, I have no idea how people are surviving, and it's just insane. And this job market is the biggest scam ever.
I swear to y'all, I just called like 7 to 8 people about a job. And literally, they all said they had
She
nothing.
put it there.
The job market sucks right now. The job market is at a 0. Another episode of Living Life Unemployed, y'all. Before you decide to quit your job right now, wait as long as you can. A 0 right now. And let's not get on ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter, y'all got jobs on there from years ago. These people is not hiring folks. And then Indeed, y'all on there talking about y'all got this and this available, but people is not getting no call backs. And then you got the temp agencies. They are struggling. Literally, I seen somebody in the store from a temp agency that can't even get people jobs. It is all the way down here. So if you got a job, do not quit your job right now, as long as you can stand it. Now, if they acting a fool and you can't take it no more, quit. But if you can stand it, stay at that job for a little longer, because I don't know what's in the air right now and what's going on, but jobs is not hiring. They not hiring nobody. People is not getting called backs. You calling people, oh, we don't have nothing available. You putting in applications for the jobs that's available on Indeed. You're putting in, I don't know what's in the air, but it's in the air. The job market.
I am so sick of this job market, and it's actually affecting my mood. The fact that recruiters or people from companies will reach out to me and assume that they're doing a good thing because they're in search of a candidate doesn't make me feel any better. At this point, it's an intrusion of my space, my time, and ultimately my peace, and I just don't appreciate it. I was having an awesome day until I realized, hey, the recruiters or the jobs that were actually interested in me hasn't followed up with me. And the worst part is I had a timeline of when that follow-up was going to happen, and it didn't happen. And I hate the fact that I'm upset about it. Sure, things pop up, life gets busy, holidays right around the corner, yada yada yada, but as a candidate, I don't deserve this. And neither do you or any other job candidate, because this should not happen. And it's right around the holiday season where we're already stressed about how we're going to even put gifts under the tree for our family. So if you're somebody that has the power to be a part of this recruitment cycle or candidate experience, I'd say please be a little bit more considerate of your candidate's time. Because if you were in this job market, you probably don't want to be treated the same way that we are getting treated in this job market.
Okay, I want to say something real quick. Christmas is supposed to be about Jesus and family. Okay? So we gotta get that culture of like buying stuff just to be buying stuff to do something nice to each other. Like dude, like that's gotta stop. Because it really started with like, here's a little gift. There it is, you know. That's it. It was just like, you know what I mean? Like you'd give somebody like, you know, and then it evolved into like you gotta buy dozens and dozens of gifts. You have to buy everyone a gift. And it's like, is that really realistic? Is that that's probably financially irresponsible. I'll go as far to say that. You know? So, especially if you don't have a job.
So be kind and please be considerate.
I don't think people realize how dehumanizing this job market is, especially if you're not even looking for a job right now. I've been employed for 6 months now, and I have applied to so many jobs. I can't even count each other I've applied to by now. I have tried everything, and people are like, oh, did you try this website? Did you try this one? Yes, I have tried everything. I'm not an idiot. I'm literally just begging for a job. I will literally do anything. Either I'm too qualified, or I'm not qualified enough, or I don't hear back. I've applied to so many jobs where I've gone to the final rounds of interviews. I have invested so much time into them, and either I don't get the job or I just get ghosted completely. I've reached out to so many people to get referrals, to share my information. I've networked like crazy. Having to say yourself every single day, many times a day, it's exhausting only to keep hearing no, 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 no. I get it. I feel like at this point, I'm never gonna get a job. Like, I did everything that I was supposed to do. I went to college, I got my degree from a good school. I grinded at my last jobs. I've had so many achievements in my career development. And it's like, why can I still not get a job? It should not have to be this hard. Like, this job market is dehumanizing. It can't just be me. Like, I'm trying to stay hopeful, but like, what am I supposed to do?
I have been unemployed for what's about to be 6 months, and my unemployment is about to run out. At this point, I'm just trying to really understand what is it that the job market is looking for. They say they want years of experience, but they won't give you a chance. Or you network with people, and that really doesn't get you anywhere. You have the qualifications and the degrees, but still no bites. I've applied to over like 500 jobs, and I've either been rejected by them quickly with an email, or I just don't get a response at all. Or I've gone on 3+ interviews and then they tell you that they've gone with another candidate. And let me not even get it started on working with recruiters, and some of them.
I feel like the 3+ interview thing has to stop. Like 3 interviews probably is max. Like you just don't need more than 3 interviews. And honestly, this has got to be for like a high-end job. Like if it's like a low-end job, like you're just doing something like folding clothes or working retail or something, it's got to be a one and done. And you hit them with the manager. Here's one manager, here's two manager. Both managers talk to them and basically ask questions, and then they go and have a conversation about hiring you or not in the back. Like that's got to be it. Like one and done. And most jobs I feel like should be one and done. You know, especially contract gigs. Like that's another thing. Like I work mostly as a contractor, and I think it's crazy to me when I have to do more than one interview for a contract. I'm just kind of like, what else do you want me to do? What else do you need to know? Who else needs to really meet me? Why couldn't they make the first interview? It could have just been a group call. It's not that crazy. You know, normalize that. It's cool. It's fine. It's more streamlined. Are they afraid they're gonna hire you? Like, holy cow. And if you don't get both birds, do you not get the job? Like, if you don't get both people in the call, like, you know what I mean? Like, nuts.
Either ghost you or they just forget about you and don't present you to other companies. Then my neighbor, she's in the same predicament, who's also been without a job for almost a year. And this is a woman who's highly qualified for many jobs. The 2024 job market sucks, and it's just like, I don't know what they're looking for. And it really starts to make you question yourself as a person. Like, is it me? Am I not qualified enough? You start to question your skill set, because it's like, what do y'all want? LinkedIn doesn't work, Indeed doesn't work. And I mean, I'm not giving up because I'm still trying, but it's like, what is it that y'all need? And I've done the networking. I've sent my resume out to random companies just, while I'm on the computer. Even while I'm driving, I'm writing down companies. At this point, I'm just not sure what else is going to work. I just would like a job.
At this point, finding a job is dehumanizing. I was laid off a year ago in November 2023, and I was lucky enough to find a new job 4 months later. I got my job through a referral. I had a friend that worked at the company that I work at, and saw the position and sent it to me immediately, referred me immediately, and so got the job. She has actually since been laid off from the company, and I'm still there. And I've really just been, through supporting her through her finding a new job and just watching all these layoff videos and having friends that have been laid off. At this point, finding a new job is literally dehumanizing. There are people on LinkedIn, there are people on the internet who are literally begging. They're begging for a job. They've been laid off for 6 months to a year and a half, and they're not finding anything. People are struggling to pay their bills. People are struggling to provide for their families. And folks, these are white collar jobs. These are people who have college degrees, who have master's degrees. It's those of us who were told that if we went to college and, we got our degrees and we did everything, we would be fine and we would be financially successful, only to come into this post-COVID job market, even during COVID, this post-COVID, during COVID job market that is literally cutting people and treating people as if we are just machines.
Yo, the indoctrination and entitlement that is college. Like, I'll be real with you, dude. Nobody gives a shit if you went to college anymore. 'Cause it's a scam. College is a scam, dude. You're just basically saying, I got scammed, and I just realized I got scammed. I feel you, dude. I feel you. I went to college too, dude. I went to college. So what? It's a scam. You know what I'm saying? It's a scam, dude. Um, and yeah, this job market is garbage. It's been garbage for a while. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be garbage, bro. It is what it is right now, y'all. It's hard to say that, but I don't want it to be this way. Nobody wants it to be this way. This is so shitty. I don't even want to be reporting on it. I had a hard time today. I was thinking to myself if I wanted to do stream or not. Because it sucks talking about this shit, but we have to talk about it. The job market is bad. I got one last video. I'm going to skip right to it. So this guy, let me see when he dropped this video. So I just found this guy today from a video that he posted 2 years ago, which I thought that was interesting because I just started YouTube here. This is my first month on YouTube, first month on Twitch, really. Really taking it serious because a few years ago I was experimenting with it and decided not to move forward for a few reasons. Setup issues, so basically some logistics were off. And yeah, I needed to focus on work too, is another thing, because I had lost my job at the time and had to go look for a job. So I shouldn't have been there, like I couldn't be there just streaming and spending all my time streaming, making no money, doing nothing but like commenting on stuff or gaming. This isn't really skill build, right? We're not skill building here. Maybe I'll do a live coding session. I have an idea for an app. I'm actually gonna write it down. But definitely just make an app and just show you guys a little bit, showcase a little bit of the talent. But honestly, um, this is one of those things, dude, where it's like, yeah, people are losing their jobs. Not only are people losing, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to click that, but here we are. Okay, so this guy is named Donald Dang. Go subscribe, go like his video. He posted this a month ago. Um, So this is still fresh. I'm willing to bet he's still looking for a job. I'm pretty sure, and this could be me soon. Who knows? This is how everybody's getting it.
Hey everybody, Dylan here. In this video we're going to talk about my recent experience getting laid off. So this is a video that I never thought I'd actually make, but it happened. It is what it is. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the story of how it happened. So basically, I've been working at this job for almost 3 years now. I'm coming on 2 years and 10 months. Everything was all going good. I actually got a raise about, I'd say, 2 or 3 months prior. So in my mind, I thought I was doing well. I thought job security was quite good.
A few years ago I got laid off, and it hit me like that too because I was just like, wow, like I just built like an entire app for these people, and they loved it. It was a huge success. The release and everything of the app was like, it was like epic. It was a legit epic. Like, on Jira, it was an epic for real. And it was a thing of beauty with automated test cases and the cleanest TypeScript that you can possibly imagine. Honestly, it was some hard work in there. Now, there's a few things that were like one-off bugs that, we had to go back through and fix, and we did before the layoff, and that's crazy, dude. But let me shut up. Let me let Donald talk here, man.
But I always knew that in the back of my head, there's always a possibility that I would be laid off at some point in time. I don't know what it was. It was probably a gut reaction, but I just felt that inside in my heart. And so know it, I was right. So before going there, I really focused on being frugal. I was always a frugal person, right? And that's always been one of the advantages that I've had is just my frugality. So I was always saving money, always make sure that I have a 3 to 6 month emergency fund, and so be it. I definitely ended up using it. So let's talk a little bit about the layoff itself. So the context is I was chatting with HR and I'm said, hey, my TN support letter, my TN is about to expire. I'm going to get together with my lawyer and we're going to review it. I'm going to draft him a new support letter. Could you sign it for me? Right? And she said, you know what? Send over the support letter. We'll review it, that kind of thing. Now, I didn't think anything about this because this is the exact same language that she used when she originally signed my letter. So I thought nothing of it. It's like, great, let's set a meeting around 9:30 in the morning on a Wednesday, right, when you're in town. So she comes into town, and Wednesday comes around 9:30. So she's like, hey, can you come in and have a seat with me and not my boss, but the boss above him.
It's always the impromptu meetings.
It's like, this is a little bit strange, but okay. So I walk into the office and she basically tells me, we're not going to sign your support letter. We're actually going to lay you off. Here is your severance. Here is all the details. Can you sign here?
I can hear the pain in his voice, like going over this, because it's like he really wasn't ready for it. He wasn't expecting this to happen. And I totally get that too, man.
Now, during that period of time, I'm like, damn, that was unexpected, right? And I wasn't thinking of how can I survive? What's my next job? I was thinking, my visa expires in 9 days, and I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Do I have to uproot my life? Do I have to move ASAP? How am I going to deal with all the possessions that I have here? Because I have monitors, I have like little guitars and stuff like that, my car, all those different type of toys that I bought over the session. Do I have to sell it all in 9 days and go back up to Canada, right? That was one of the questions I had. Because I was very financially responsible, I wasn't that concerned about the money necessarily. So there was a good thing, right? But overall, basically, we walked out of the office. I had the paperwork with me. She told me, get all your stuff, put it in a box, and get out, basically. So I did that.
A little over dramatized. She probably said it a little kinder than that.
I didn't put any consideration to it. I'm like, fine, this is the process. This is what I had to do. I went home, and actually the first thing I did was I reached out to my family, let them know that I was laid off. And then the next step I did was I reached out to all my network to get my next job, right? So talk with a bunch of people, say, hey, I got laid off, can anybody refer me a job, right? So a lot of people have compassion for that. So we'll see where it goes from there, but depending on which, I don't know how much time I'll need to process here and there. But you know what? I just wanted to share my experience here. And if I were to give you guys advice, for those of you who are still gainfully employed, I would recommend this. Live below your means. You might, just because you get a raise, just because you get positive feedback at work, doesn't necessarily mean that your job is safe. One of the things that I got out of this is no job is ever safe. So never, ever, ever rely on your employer. You always need to fix what's in your control and work on that, right? And what's in your control is to save money, to live below your means, and make sure you always have a fully funded emergency fund. And I am really glad that I did that, because for the most part I'm totally fine. But I hope that video was helpful. I don't know what my next steps are for moving forward. I might take some time to kind of process all of this, kind of process what's going on. But I just wanted to share a quick life update here. Content moving forward. Don't know what really is going to happen, but I'll keep you guys posted in the journey. So, if you enjoy...
Keep making content, bro. Please. So, I'm going to do it. Like and subscribe, my homie. Where's the like button? I can't see with my shades on. There it is. Look, he's being real here. Live frugally. I'm being real here. Apply to a lot of jobs. Be realistic. Have realistic expectations. And if you gotta settle for less for a job that you're maybe got paid more doing, or you know, it's better to be employed than not to be. It's better to have some sort of income coming in. Anyway, that's the end of the stream. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, if you like my stream, go watch my stream. I'm usually on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday afternoon, in the evening time at around 5 to 7 o'clock. Please check my schedule on Twitch. I will change it accordingly. And essentially, hit that like button and subscribe, baby. Thanks for watching.